Hi, I'm Patrizia from the Mamas and Papas Parent Approved panel. We've recently been reviewing the Dover furniture set along with the sail away furnishings for Koda's new room. We decided to redo his room for his first birthday, and a room that would see him into toddlerhood and be good for several years. We really love this range. It looks so great in his room and I've completely fallen in love with this nursery again. We did it before we'd met him, so it was hard to imagine what he would be like as a person, and now to redo it when he's this age has just been great. So we took the afternoon for ourselves and we gave Koda away to his grandparents so we could just focus on what we were doing. We cleared out his room and then we laid everything out on the floor, followed the instructions, and they were so easy to understand. Basically for the unit we had to build 3 drawers and then the unit that they would go into, and after we'd built 1 drawer we already knew what we were doing for the other 2 and it was so easy to do. So then we had the unit to put together. We did do it as a 2 and I would recommend that. We did find it easier doing it together. However, I don't think it would be impossible to do on your own. But together we just put on some music, we had a great time, and then when we went to do his bed, actually that was even quicker than the drawers. It took probably under an hour for us to do it. We spent the afternoon just getting his room ready and deciding where everything was going to go. We found that the chest of drawers was actually a little bit smaller than what he had before, but that worked out in our favour because it meant that we could put it underneath the windowsill, which gave us so much more space in his room. His room really isn't that big actually, but we found that it all fitted in perfectly because it gave us that little extra room. We're also reviewing the Hillston feeding chair and footstool, which have been brilliant for me. Koda unfortunately is still waking up throughout the night, and at the moment I am still breastfeeding, so a lot of the time I just kind of go in there, stumble in with my eyes shut, grab him out the bed and sit down and have a nice little cosy feed with him. We've also been trying to wean him off falling asleep while breastfeeding, so we've been putting him into his bed and then reading him a little story, and the chair is just so comfortable. I'm so glad because for a long time I was sitting on a tiny little stool and I was holding him in my arms and I was really uncomfortable, and now it's just so nice and relaxing. An incredible help throughout the long nights where Koda just wakes up constantly. For a while we were doing the co-sleeping, but actually now with all the effort we've put into his bed and him having his own space, you know, we really want him to love his room and to have a nice cosy environment. The sail away furnishings are just gorgeous. We are so over the moon with them. Personally, I have always been a big fan of anchors and anything nautical, so this theme was just perfect for us. The artwork is so sweet with the whales and the nice writing. I think it really brings something to his room, and all the tiny little furnishings that we got as well, like the blanket and the duvet, are so nice. I use the duvet cover for when Koda naps during the day. At the moment he's still using just a pillow and a sleep sack, but during the day when I put him down for a nap in his room, I always use one of the little blankets depending on how warm it is to cozy him up, and he absolutely loves it. And similarly with his cot sheets, he absolutely loves to point out the birds and the boats as well. It's very adorable. We absolutely love Koda's new room and hope that you'll enjoy our review. Welcome to Koda's nursery. The first thing that you see when you come in is the Hillston chair and his dressing unit, and I just love the feeling of his room when you first come in. I think it looks so calm and nice and quiet and a great place for him to be going to bed. We've got some books up here, a nice little Mamas and Papas bear, and our picture from when we were picked for the Parent Approved panel. A couple of other memories up on the wall too. On the dresser we've got a little Mamas and Papas piggy bank and this super sweet little star that we were gifted from them. We've also got another little picture frame here from their Always Love You range. This is Koda's bed here. We like to keep this quilt here because he absolutely loves to point out the fish and the whale. Same as on his bed sheet here, he really loves to point at these little birdies. And above his bed we've got 2 of the Mamas and Papas prints, as well as one that I made myself for him too. And I just think it really completes his little nursery, having that above his bed. Did you have a good nap?